Hello Capricorn, how are you? Welcome to, first of all, welcome to Tokyo. I'm in Tokyo this month doing the readings. And welcome to your February 2017 Love and General Tarot card readings. Well, let's go ahead and just begin. I don't really got a lot to say, so let's go ahead and just dive right in to your love reading. We'll do love first. Okay. Capricorn, your love energies. Actually, that top one seems to be slipping, so we'll take it. Five of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Five of Wands, the Sun, Nine of Pentacles, Four of Swords, Temperance reversed, King of Wands, and Two of Wands. Okay, first of all, before I begin, I do want to say that you are watching. My name is Jane, and my channel is International Tarot. Apparently there has been someone, not only for me, but for many other tarot card readers as well, stealing our videos and posting them on their own thing. So if you're not watching this on International Tarot, it is stolen, so just letting you know. Yeah, help me report it for myself or for any other tarot reader that you see as well. Okay, first of all, seeing that you have been abandoned, you have been left, you have been rejected in some way, most likely by this King of Wands, okay? Maybe a fire sign, Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries, doesn't have to be. Excuse me. Could be male or female. You here being left, strong as you are, strong and strong-willed and successful in your own right. Okay, you have been, I don't think you are broken in any way. Okay, you are sad though. And maybe forced a little bit into a period of dishevelment, being disheveled, being confused, being, maybe placed in a little bit of a childish scenario. Okay, we've got the Five of Wands. A little bit of pettiness, bad communication, arguing, again, very, very superficial stuff. Ultimately, I feel like maybe this was a relationship that you maybe worked really hard at. Maybe you invested into it. You invested into this person. You cared for them. You put in the work. You paid attention to them. You talked to them. Everything you did. And you were focused on that relationship. You were focused and you were loyal and somehow, somewhere along the way, I feel like maybe it I kind of want to say the words like blew up in your face a little bit, and what you were expecting, you did not get. Maintaining, though, a sense of optimism, okay, sense of happiness, a sense of joy, which is odd because you do have some frustrating things that you're obviously going through some frustrating things. I'm trying to think, because I do feel that maybe this was something that was done to you, okay, or it was, I don't think it was intentional. I think this person still very much cares about you and likely will still continue to talk to you, especially obviously if it's your partner, right? If you are in a relationship, they will still continue to talk to you. They will still continue to reach out to you. I think they are very eager to remain in your life as well. But I think that might be hard. It causes upheaval. It causes a lack of feeling settled. Causing you to feel out of balance, out of whack. This person definitely has an effect on you. I see your beauty as a person. I see your stability. I see you remaining calm, remaining quite mature. This person is not mature. This person is in some ways emotionally broken or emotionally repressed. This is your partner. This is just this period in time. And I think whatever happened between the two of you, it's kind of put you in this state of mental rest, okay, of reflection and thinking, and really thinking about maybe even some of the things that you did wrong, some of the things that you could have done differently, or some of the red flags that maybe you should have paid attention to as well. I see you having a very positive outlook on everything, right? Like there was a lesson. What was it? I need to learn from it. I need to understand what it was that went wrong. I need to understand why this all happened and why my mind is like why I became so invested maybe and blindly didn't see that this person was not available, and that the minute I started to try to make it into something, it just kind of promptly blew up in my face. I feel that you do still care very strongly for this person, that there are still vibes, there is still energy. I don't think that this is dead completely. I just think that you are reshaping or reformulating who this person is in your life. Okay, who this person is. You're seeing, sorry, my stomach's grumbling. I'm in Tokyo and I have the worst jet lag ever. So I woke up at 1 a.m. I started doing these readings and it's now 5:15 and I haven't eaten anything in like forever. So my stomach's grumbling like crazy. But you are reshaping the way you think about this person. You're reshaping how they should be in your mind. Because I think you had them built up as this super cool, super awesome person, who brought out the adventurous side in you. Maybe there was a spark, maybe there was a lot of chemistry, and maybe there was even love. Maybe you said, I love you, maybe they said it back, and maybe they just pulled away. Why? And now you're questioning why. But I think there's a level of you that's also kind of accepting that maybe you just won't know why, or maybe you are being very good at kind of placing the blame on them and saying, well, they are, repressed. Or maybe you're seeing things in them, and you are acknowledging things in them as well. And the reason why I see this person not as you, okay, or I guess a reason why I'm seeing this person is not for you, I guess is really what I'm trying to say, is because this is someone that you could never truly catch. You can never truly have a King of Wands. There will always be a level of detachment in that relationship. Capricorns, earth signs, all earth signs and even water signs as well, they want the having part of relationships, where you have someone, you have something. And while you are fully capable of allowing a free-spirited and bold person to live their own life and to be independent, there will always be a part of you that feels like you are missing something. Because the question is, well, why don't they want to just be with me? We had an amazing time. We got along. Like I said, you may have said, I love you. You may have had a wonderful relationship. But they just were so slippery, always slipping away. And I think in some sense, this person restructured their own belief systems about love and relationships for you. Because I think that they do care about you and you are important to them. but there's a mismatch there somewhere. There's a missed connection that just isn't quite fitting right. And let's do an outcome for you. Let's kind of see what's there. The Magician. I feel as though this person makes you feel weak. Makes you feel weakened. They cause you to second guess things. They cause you to feel powerless. As weird as it is to say in love, it is common for us to enjoy that we have an effect on people, especially when we love them or when we care about them, right? Like, it's nice to know that they get the butterflies in their stomach too. It's nice to know that they could have gone out with their friends tonight, but they really wanted to be at home with us too, where, and so you have this, there's like this desire, not desire, but there's this pleasure that we take in having control over someone. And I'm not saying you control them, but you do have a little bit of power over them, a little bit of power over the way that they feel. I feel like you never had that with this person. This person never let you on top of them, right? They were always kind of the top dog. They were always kind of the ones, you definitely could not pin them under your thumb, for sure. Not that you wanted to, it's just that it's like you wanted it to mean something. Definitely had a strong effect on you. And I think there's a lot of questioning as well. Like, did I imagine this? Is this just all in my head? Am I crazy? No, you're not crazy. You just got affected by someone that I think you shouldn't have let in, because I think there were plenty of red flags for you. He just got to you. He or she. I said he because it's a king, but they just got to you in some way. They just crept in, and somehow they just had a little control. Well, you're taking the control back. You are perfectly fine as an independent person. And I know this might sound like I'm talking to singles, but I'm not just talking to singles. Okay, this can apply to a fight that you've had, or a situation that you've had, or something that you just like are in disagreement with within your relationship. Okay, so you are fine without having won this battle, I guess, is really what I'm trying to say for those single, or for the married and relationships. But this, oops, I spilled my water all over the place. But the story should still speak the same in some way. Okay, let's look at the general energies. Seven of Wands. Feeling that something is working against you. Seven of Cups reversed. The Moon. Seven of Wands. 777. Judgment reversed. 9 of Swords. Now the Sun, but reversed this time. Queen of Swords. And the 9 of Cups. Certainly an element of disillusionment. An element of, like, how did this happen? Okay, how did I get here? Not just in terms of love, anything in your life. And I think that you've been experiencing like continual roadblocks in stuff, okay? Whether it's just things aren't coming through, clients aren't coming through, or clients aren't happy, or orders are being lost, or, just things that are strange and that are causing you to feel like you are on guard. Now, you may have a lot in your life. You may be successful. You may have money. You may have a good career, or you might be starting your own business or whatever. But there's a level or a feeling of confusion and emptiness. Like you're not happy. Like you're not, I feel a void within you somewhere. And I'm not sure if you know exactly what that void is or what you need to do to fill that void. And this could very possibly be because of your love situation. Because I am seeing a lot of stress and anxiety and frustration. I think you are trying so hard to be calm. You are trying so hard to just allow things to just be without having to know the answer, without having to know what other people are thinking or to know what the outcome of a situation is going to be. But you're suppressing this stress. And I think that you are maintaining a level of openness, and you're trying so hard not to let your fears and your doubts get in your way, and to just walk into this unknown and just see what happens. But I think that as you're doing that, as you're keeping your options open and you're not worrying so much, or you're telling yourself, at least, you're telling and trying to convince yourself that you're not worried and that you're just open to the messages of the universe or whatever, it's not working. You're not receiving guidance. You're not receiving information. You're not receiving a sense of stability, and you're not, I feel like you're not feeling as though you have a good grasp on your own life. Very dramatic and very disconcerting for a Capricorn. If this was a water sign or a even some air signs as well, I'd say, okay, like you've been here before, it's fine, you just go with the flow or whatever. But this is such an anti-Capricorn place, because Capricorn's earth signs are very determined, they're very focused, they're very methodical. This is anti-methodical. This is chaos and emotional chaos. And one thing that I've been saying a lot in my private readings, I don't know, I feel like maybe there's just something going on with the energy that it's coming out a lot, but without a doubt in my mind, love is creeping into all areas of our life. And love is an emotion that is boundless. You cannot define definitive points. It cannot be contained. And I think what's happening is you are trying to both simultaneously open your heart and trying to define the borders of that openness. But you cannot have openness and closedness at the same time. We can try, but it is either open or it is either closed. And you are feeling a lack of clarity. And when you're feeling this way, and when you're trying to say, okay, yes, I'm open to receiving, I'm open, and then you put a kibosh a little bit on the things that you're receiving, or you're trying to, your intuition, right? This is very clearly you. And it's very clearly about this person, okay? And so as much as I want to tie this into other parts of your life, and this can carry on into other parts of your life, but I think the effect is very much romantic. And that the issues and the struggles that you're having in your love life are spilling over into many other areas. And your intuition is speaking very, very clearly about this person. And I think you are maybe suppressing or not recognizing. Maybe you're even a little bit too prideful to really admit that in some ways you were wrong. In some ways you allowed things to happen. Okay, that openness that I'm talking about. You allowed things to happen because you were open to the outcome, but yet you weren't really happy with that because you needed something a little bit more solid. You needed something a little bit more defined and focused. Causing a lot of putting a lot of the responsibility back on yourself, saying, oh, I really should have known. And to be honest, there's really no one else that you can put the blame on. It is you, because I'm not saying you're totally wrong, but we all go through periods like this where we do things counterintuitively, saying, okay, well, we're going to go with the flow and we're just going to see what happens. But there are like so many red flags saying, don't. We do, and then we're unhappy. And things aren't the way that they are. And sometimes you can be a little bit too prideful. Not you, but everybody. Sometimes we can be a little bit too prideful. Too prideful to be honest. Sometimes. Let me pull out the last card and let's see what that's got to say. And the Three of Wands. There's some element of waiting. I think you're kind of waiting for something to change. You're waiting for news of something, or waiting for someone to come to you, and fearful to let go of the things that are familiar, fearful to let go of the things you know and understand, and afraid to let go of your security as well. Capricorn, you are very, very, very well grounded for the most part. You are solid. You are the foundation in your relationships, okay? And that can be a tough responsibility, but it is a role that you just intrinsically feel comfortable taking on and, absorbing that responsibility and that obligation. My fear is that you might be waiting for something that will never come. This is a super dark reading. I'm so sorry about that. I wish that it was a little bit more light, but I cannot argue with what the cards are saying. I cannot argue with what my intuition is saying about the cards. There is always something new. I see a lot of you kind of being on your own, embarking upon a new journey, okay? And this can be in so many areas. And I think you're taking control as much as you can and really charging forward as much as you can. But because it's connected with the Magician in the reversal, I think there's a little bit of like fooling yourself. Not saying you can't do it, not saying you can't change, but I think you're fooling yourself a little bit about this person. I could read this as a general, but I think it is way too connected to the love department for it to be read any other way. Because I think your job, I think where you are financially, I think where your family is, I feel like a lot of that is normal and wouldn't be affected if it wasn't for this love. Okay, I'm gonna leave you with that. I don't know. I don't. I always get blamed a lot during these readings for giving negative readings. I don't think it's negative. It's just kind of a snapshot of what you're probably already going through and a lot of what you probably already know. And hopefully it provided at least a little bit of insight for you. So I wish you nothing but the best. All right, I'll see you next month. Bye.